the 2-minute workout that can transform your walking ability after 60. Have you noticed how walking safely and with balance becomes a natural challenge after the age of 60? Many people believe that tripping, losing stability, and feeling afraid of falling are just part of aging. But what if I told you there's a simple workout, just 2 minutes a day, that could completely change that? It's not a miracle promise. It's science. Various studies show that small, specific daily movement routines can reprogram the body and brain to regain balance, strengthen the legs, and restore confidence in walking, even after 70 or 80 years of age. Most people accept physical limitations as inevitable: short steps, weakened knees, stiff hips, and fear of stairs. But this new normal doesn't have to be your destiny. The good news is that instability is not irreversible. The human body, even as it ages, has an incredible ability to adapt. In other words, if you do the right exercises, and only the right ones, you can rebuild stability, strength, and coordination in a short amount of time. The key is understanding that balance doesn't depend solely on the legs. It involves constant communication between the brain, muscles, inner ear, and eyes. When one of these systems is out of sync, stumbles, insecurity, and even joint pain appear. But when we work them all together, body and mind, walking becomes firm, natural, and safe again. Recent research from Kyoto University and the Mayo Clinic revealed something fascinating. The ability to balance on one leg for just 10 seconds is one of the main indicators of longevity and fall risk. In other words, if you can stay stable on one foot for 10 seconds, your neuromuscular system is young and alert. If you can't, there's no need to panic. It simply means it's time to start training. These exercises don't require a gym, equipment, or physical conditioning. All you need is 2 minutes, willingness, and a safe space. They strengthen the stabilizing muscles in the ankles, thighs, and hips, and retrain the brain to balance automatically. But be careful. Not all exercises are helpful. Some, if done incorrectly or poorly chosen, can increase the risk of falling. That's why today we'll focus only on 4 scientifically proven movements to restore stability and body control after the age of 60. These 4 exercises make up what many physiologists call the safe walking quartet: single leg balance, heel-to-toe walk, half squat, and seated leg raise. Together they target the foundations of human movement: balance, coordination, strength, and mobility. Done every day for just 2 minutes, they can literally change the way you walk and move. Let's start with the first and perhaps most important one: the single leg balance. Exercise 1, single leg balance, the test that reveals your true physical age. It seems simple, but this movement is a true X-ray of your motor health. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic found that the ability to stand on one foot for 10 seconds is more revealing than expensive tests when it comes to longevity and fall risk. That's because balance is the result of communication between the brain, muscles, eyes, and inner ear. When you practice this exercise, you're literally retraining your body to respond quickly and accurately to everyday imbalances. Think of balance like an orchestra. The ankles are the violins, playing the fine notes that adjust each small movement. The hips are the drums, responsible for rhythm and stability. And the brain is the conductor, coordinating everything. When you go years without practicing balance, that orchestra gets out of tune. The one-leg exercise helps restore harmony. How to do it? Stand near a wall or a sturdy chair for support, if needed. Place your feet hip-width apart and shift your body weight to your right leg. Slowly lift your left foot just a few centimeters off the ground. It's not about height, but control. Keep the knee of your supporting leg slightly bent, not locked. Now take a deep breath and focus your gaze on a point in front of you. This helps your brain maintain a visual reference. Your goal is to hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds. If you can only manage 5 seconds, that's great. That's your starting point. During the exercise, something important happens. Tiny muscles in your ankles and hips, which are rarely activated in daily life, begin to wake up. Proprioception, your body's sense of position in space, is strengthened, and your brain relearns how to activate your core and stabilizing muscles automatically. Repeat the movement 3 times on each leg. It's common to notice that one side is more stable than the other, and that's great. Your body is showing you where more work is needed. Within a few weeks, that difference starts to fade. Important tips you need to know. Breathe naturally. Holding your breath creates tension and makes balance harder. Focus on micro adjustments. If you sway a bit, don't give up. That shaking is your brain recalibrating your body. Use a safe surface and avoid doing the exercise in slippery areas. Why it works. Single leg balance activates the vestibular system, located in the inner ear, which sends signals to the brain about head position. At the same time, muscle and joint receptors, proprioceptors, send continuous information about body alignment. This communication improves reaction speed, something essential for preventing falls. Exercise 2, heel-to-toe walk, the exercise that reprograms your brain for balance. Now that you understand how single-leg balance reactivates your stabilizing muscles and the communication between body and brain, it's time to take the next step, literally. The second exercise is the heel-to-toe walk, also known as the tandem walk. Though it may seem like a simple coordination challenge, this movement is one of the most powerful and scientifically proven methods to restore confidence and control when walking after 60. Think about how a child learns to walk. The steps are wide, unstable, and uncertain. That happens because the balance system is still developing. Interestingly, as we age, we tend to return to that same pattern. Short steps, wide stance, and the well-known duck walk. We do this unconsciously, as a way to compensate for the fear of falling. But the problem is that this posture actually worsens balance because the body stops being challenged. The brain, which used to maintain constant communication with muscles and joints, begins to forget how to coordinate fine movement. The heel-to-toe walk targets this issue directly. It forces the body to balance on a narrow base, recreating the type of control the brain needs to keep the body aligned during any movement. Whether climbing an uneven curb, walking through a narrow hallway, or navigating in the dark at night. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed that older adults who practiced this exercise for just 2 minutes daily over 4 weeks improved their balance scores by 43%. Nearly half more stability in 1 month. No equipment, no gym, no medication. How to do the heel-to-toe walk? Choose a safe, flat surface. A hallway or an area next to a wall is ideal. Imagine a straight line on the floor. Place the heel of your right foot touching the toes of your left foot, as if you were walking on a tightrope. Take a step forward and bring your left heel to touch the toes of your right foot, keeping your feet aligned one in front of the other with no space between them. The key is to walk slowly. Each step is a small balance challenge. Your center of gravity is constantly shifting, and to avoid falling, your body activates muscles in the abdomen, hips, ankles, and even shoulders to compensate. It's as if every cell is listening to the brain's commands in real time. Try to take 10 to 15 steps this way. If you feel unsteady, use the wall for support with your fingertips. For a greater challenge, look straight ahead instead of at your feet. This forces your brain to rely more on proprioception, the system that tells your body where it is without needing vision. Breathe slowly. Holding your breath creates muscle stiffness and makes balance more difficult. Avoid looking down. Looking at your feet removes your visual reference point and can throw off your balance. Gently engage your abdomen. This activates your core, the foundation of body balance. If possible, practice barefoot. This stimulates the sensory receptors on the soles of your feet, which send direct signals to the brain. When you feel more confident, try the final challenge. Close your eyes for 2 or 3 steps. Without vision, the body must rely 100% on proprioception and the inner ear, making the exercise incredibly effective. It's a true neural workout, an upgrade between your brain and body. What happens in your brain? During this exercise, inside your head, something extraordinary is happening. The cerebellum, the region responsible for coordination and precision of movement, starts creating new neural connections. It's as if your brain is installing new balance software. Each step strengthens these networks, making them faster and more efficient. The importance of practicing on different surfaces. A powerful variation is to change the type of surface. Walking on a soft surface like a rug challenges your balance even more, as your foot needs to make micro-adjustments every second. This stimulates the nervous system and improves joint sensitivity. The impact on daily life. As the weeks go by, something remarkable happens. Climbing stairs, walking on uneven sidewalks, or getting up from a chair no longer feels risky. Your body begins to respond naturally again. You stop thinking, "Am I going to fall?" and start walking with calm and confidence. The connection between balance and longevity. Numerous studies on healthy aging highlight a direct relationship between balance and life expectancy. People with good postural control tend to live longer and more independently. That's because balance depends on the integrity of multiple systems: cardiovascular, muscular, neurological, and vestibular. When you train your balance, you stimulate all of them at the same time, resulting in a stronger body and a more active brain. The heel-to-toe walk is, therefore, a powerful tool for healthy aging. It strengthens the deep muscles of the abdomen and hips, improves posture, increases blood flow to the brain, and reactivates neural connections that would otherwise weaken from lack of use. Imagine walking again with the same confidence you had in your 30s or 40s. It's possible. The secret isn't brute strength, but consistency. Practicing a little every day, with focus and purpose. Exercise 3. Half squat. The key to regaining strength and independence. After 60. Now that you've worked on balance and coordination with the first 2 exercises, it's time to strengthen the foundation that supports it all. Your legs. If balance is the conductor orchestrating movement, strength is the fuel that makes it happen. And the best exercise to rebuild that functional strength after age 60 is the half squat. Simple, effective, and completely safe when done correctly. Let's start with a quick reflection. Can you get up from a chair without using your hands? Can you climb a flight of stairs without holding the handrail? Can you bend down to pick something up and stand up with ease? If you hesitated to answer yes to any of these questions, it means your leg and hip muscles need attention. Science explains why. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that starting at age 60, leg strength can decline by about 3% per year if not maintained. That may sound small, but over 20 years it adds up to nearly 60% loss of strength, enough to turn simple tasks into real challenges. This progressive loss of strength is what silently steals independence from many people. The good news is this trend can be reversed. The half squat, when practiced regularly, activates all the major muscle groups in the legs: quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, while also improving knee stability and trunk control. It's not just an exercise, it's a complete lower body workout. How to do the half squat. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes slightly turned outward. Position yourself in front of a chair, table, or sturdy sofa back. This will be your support point. Lightly place your hands on it without fully leaning on it. Now imagine there's an invisible chair right behind you. Start by pushing your hips back as if you're slowly going to sit in that invisible chair. Your knees should bend slightly, but not extend past your toes. Lower yourself until your knees form an angle of about 45 degrees. No need to go all the way down. The secret is to control the movement. Pause briefly at the lowest point, feel your thigh and glute muscles working, and then push through your heels to return to the starting position. As you rise, squeeze your glutes. This activates your hip muscles and improves posture. That's a perfect half squat. Safe, effective, and powerful. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions. Rest for 30 seconds and repeat twice. When it feels easier, gradually increase to 10 repetitions. Keep your chest up and eyes forward. This prevents slouching and helps distribute weight properly. Keep your abdomen gently engaged. It's your seatbelt during the movement. Push through your heels, never your toes. This better activates the thigh muscles and protects the knees. Avoid holding your breath. Inhale as you lower and exhale as you rise. This rhythmic breathing stabilizes your torso and maintains optimal oxygen flow. If you're just starting or have limited mobility, try partially sitting in a chair and then slowly standing. This movement already replicates the squat pattern. Over time, you can perform the exercise without sitting fully. The half squat is one of the most functional movements there is, meaning it mimics everyday actions. Every time you get up, sit down, get into a car, or pick something up from the floor, you're doing a mini squat. By strengthening it, you directly improve your quality of life. Researchers from Harvard University found that people with stronger quadriceps and glutes have a lower risk of falls, fewer chances of fractures, and even lower overall mortality. That's because leg strength is directly linked to blood circulation, metabolism, and body balance. Additionally, strengthening the legs helps protect the joints. Strong muscles absorb impact better, reducing wear on the knees and hips. This is essential for anyone dealing with arthritis, osteoarthritis, or morning stiffness. The 3-second variation. Want to make the exercise even more effective without increasing the number of repetitions? Try the time-controlled technique. As you lower yourself, count slowly in your mind. 1, 2, 3. Pause for 1 second, then rise again counting 1, 2, 3. This slow rhythm increases the time your muscles are under tension, providing a deeper stimulus, similar to strength training. This variation is ideal for those who can't lift heavy weights, as it uses your own body as resistance. The impact on mobility and independence. Within just a few weeks of practice, you'll notice the difference. Activities that used to require effort, like getting up from the couch, climbing stairs, or squatting to pick something up, will become more natural. Your body will begin to move in a more coordinated way, and the fear of not being able to get up will fade away. People who practice half squats regularly also report improvements in posture and breathing. That's because the exercise activates deep core muscles that support the spine. Over time, you'll start walking more upright, with a firm abdomen and open shoulders, clear signs of vitality and confidence. It may sound strange, but the half squat is also a workout for the brain. It requires focus, body awareness, and control of movement. Each descent and rise is a small dialogue between the mind and the body. This connection improves coordination and even self-esteem as you realize, day after day, that you are still capable of moving with strength and independence. Beginner. Hold onto a chair and perform a partial movement. Intermediate. Do the squat without support, with your arms extended in front of you. Advanced. Hold a small water bottle in each hand to increase resistance. The important thing is consistency. Even just 2 minutes a day is enough to activate the muscles and send the brain the message, we're still strong. American physiologist Dr. Stuart Phillips, an expert in muscle aging, often says, loss of strength with age is not inevitable. It's optional. And he's right. The difference between aging with independence or with limitations lies in small actions repeated daily, like this simple exercise. In the end, the half squat isn't just about stronger legs. It's about freedom. Freedom to stand up, walk, dance, drive, and keep living independently. It's a 2-minute-a-day investment that can add years of independence to your life.